Hello, Mr. Ed here, and Good Time Charlie behind the camera. There he is. Come on in. There he is. Yeah, I saw his hat. There you go. Jump, yeah. Charlie, jump.
No, don't have to this time. This is good.
Today is May 14th, 2022. We're back at the house that we did the removal last Saturday, a week later, and we're going to pull the second hive of bees out of here. Now this one, the first one was in the soffit of the house, and this one is in the rear of the house, underneath just a extension of the porch or the bedroom upstairs. I believe this is up there. So the joist, I don't know whether they're going to be 2x10s or 2x12s, but they're going to be pretty substantial enough where the bees should have enough room to draw out some really nice deep comb. Our bees, well, here they are right here. They're in this section of between the joist. There's no doubt where our bees are today. We just simply have to unscrew this piece of plywood, drop it down, and there they'll be. But before we do that, I'm going to show you what they look like on the flare. Now look at that heat signature. Yeah, those bees are in there, and if you follow the light out there, you can see your bees right on the edge. So it's pretty straightforward what we're doing here. We definitely have a good signature, and we'll probably have a good number of bees. All right, so there they are. They're right here. You saw what they look like on the flare. By the grace of God, these bees right here, a couple hours, I think this will be a pretty straightforward one. We should be back at the Abbey. Now, there is one thing that I am concerned about.
The saw.
Yeah, the saw. So now that the saw is finished, my concern today is the robber bees. Last week when we were here, the robber bees were just, the most I'd ever seen this year so far. So I am concerned about that. Hopefully, if they do show up today, I'm going to just have to work faster, I guess. But we'll have to contend with them regardless. So these bees are waiting for me, and I'm waiting for them too. So let's get busy. Oh, one more thing. We are supposed to be having, later on this morning, some visitors, a family from St. Louis, Missouri. They should be dropping by. They're down on vacation. He called me up last night, and I told him, I said, Mark, Charlie and I are going to wrangle bees today, but you and the family, y'all more than welcome to stop by. They're staying at a hotel not even 5 miles from here, so it won't be that big of a deal for them to come by. So maybe y'all get to meet them too. All right, Charlie, you ready to wrangle?
Ready to go. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay. Look, we got visitors from St. Louis. All right, so we got to say your names.
I'm Helen.
Mary.
Mark.
Mike.
Annie.
Annie, and where y'all from?
St. Louis.
And so y'all came all the way down Louisiana to watch Mr. Ed and Good Time Charlie wrangle bees?
That's right.
Well, you all are in for a surprise, because I tell you what, we just about ready to get into them. And I see you all are wearing your bee suits. Y'all are ready to get going. All right, so by the grace of God, these bees right here, where are they going to go up to?
The Abbey.
The Abbey! That's right, that's where we're going. So hang tight and get ready for some fireworks over here.
All right.
And here are our bees. And looking at it from this point of view, it looks like that the bees, the swarm had moved into where an old hive had been. No, that's all pretty new comb underneath there. But there was a hive right here. That's gone. And these bees just moved into the joist area right next to it. But we've got bees over on this side and probably on the other side as well. I'll remove this chicken wire and start removing some comb and vacuuming bees. Well, that was somewhat disappointing that we didn't find that queen. I mean, I was really sure that she was back there, but I had to vacuum her in the bee vac. So I'm going to make one more vacuum right here and vacuum up these few bees that I missed, and then we're going to head up to the Abbey, and Matt and his family, they're going to help us frame up that comb, and we're going to go through that bee vac. Well, they'll be standing inside of the bee honey house, and I'll release them outside, and I'll go through that, and I'll look for our queen. So I'm gonna vacuum up here, and we'll pick this up at the Abbey. We're back at the honey house, and the whole way back, they were on the phone with me. Mr. Ed, when we get there, we really want to work that comb. Can we do that stuff? And Charlie says, I don't know, Jeff, you think we can do that stuff? So of course they can do it, Charlie. So here they are, Helen and Mike. They are ready to frame up that beautiful comb that we just took out. So I'm going to hand it over to Helen, and then Mike, you got something to say too. You want to say, huh? Afterwards, huh? All right. So these guys are pros. All right. You got the floor now, Helen.
All right. So we're gonna put the rubber bands on the frames like we always do. And we learned from the world famous Mike Berry in his how-to videos.
Yeah, that's right.
World famous. You know how this goes? Over here, over there, and then do it on the other side. And there, just like that. Perfect.
And now what happens?
Pass it over to Mike. And
What's he gonna do?
The comb.
What's he gonna do, Mike?
I'm going to put the comb.
Now, is there a certain way you have to put that comb in there?
Yes, the bottom part goes at the top part, and then the top goes at the bottom.
Right, because it's inverted in the ice chest. So the top has to, so it's just gonna be right. And now what are you doing?
And now I'm going to do what the world famous Mike Berry did.
Oh.
And then I'm going to put it. And then I'm going to do the same thing that Helen did.
Uh-huh.
Let's strip it.
And then after you do that, what's going to happen then?
Then Helen's going to put it in the box.
Look at that! A perfectly framed comb! Mike, you have taught these children excellently. All right, so that's the next one. So grab it. Where we got to do? Yeah, you get your part ready, Mike.
And then repeat.
Now you might have to trim it. We'll see. Set it in there. All right. So now look. Here comes the tricky part. So we put it in the frame, and now we're going to take our knife and we run our knife right along the bottom edge, and we just trim it, and we set it in there. There you go.
Yeah. And then I just have one.
Now, these bees do not have a lot of stores in that right there, so I've got this old frame of honey right here. We're gonna drop this frame into them as well. Put it on the outside, and then I'm gonna just drop a drawn out frame into this one. They're all in the window looking. And now we're gonna go through this frame by frame looking for our queen. Let me see if she's up here first. No, I don't see her up here. There she is.
I see her from here.
There she is.
If I could zoom in on her.
I knew she was in there, Charlie.
What's that?
I knew she was in there.
I saw her.
She's right in this corner, right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. She's got a red butt.
Mm-hmm. She'll pop out again, I'll get her. There she is.
I'm zoomed in real tight. Can you
She's
point
right
to
here.
her?
You see her? Right down here?
Okay. Got her. Got her. I see her. Put her in a cage.
I'm gonna grab her. I just want to get her up on the wood where I can get a hold of her. Woohoo! Thank you, Jesus. Hey, we back, you girl.
What do you say?
All right, you're gonna hold her. Just put your finger just like that.
Yeah, don't squeeze it.
There you go, just like that. And now look in the camera. And what are you gonna say?
Thanks for watching. Keep on watching. We'll be making more. Thank you, Jesus.
She's a beauty. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, ma'am. Good job, Mary. And what is that right there?
Queen bee.
And where did that queen bee come from?
The hive.
Yeah. So you saw all that happen. Is that the first queen bee you've ever held in your life?
Yes.
Yeah. So you think you want to let your brother hold it, or do you want to hold it?
I won't hold it.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, so we got our queen, and what do we always say when we catch the queen?
Thank you, Jesus.
Say it. What do we always say?
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Good, guys, good. All right, we're going to turn this queen loose right onto the bees right now. We don't need to keep her caged up. All right, the next job I got for you guys to do, now I know Mike Barry world famous Mike Barry did not train you for this job, because Mike Barry doesn't have this kind of sophisticated equipment, okay? Mike Barry, world famous Mike Barry, he lives like way up in the sticks, and he just got like electricity and running water and plumbing into a plumbing like about 2 weeks ago. So he doesn't have this kind of equipment. So what we're gonna do, what we're now gonna do, because we got, the gift shop is in need of honey. So when they need honey, then they tell me, Jeff, we need honey. And what I have to do is, I'll go to these drums. You see these drums over here? You know what they're full of?
Honey.
What is it?
Honey.
That's right, honey. Now, but the problem with these drums, they crystallize, they solid. You hear that?
Yeah.
Solid. So what I do is I take that black blanket right there. See that black blanket? It's just like a heating blanket. That's all it is. And it will stay at 100 degrees.
Wow.
And I wrap that thing around the drums, and that solid crystal honey then becomes liquefied. And get ready for this smell. You're gonna love it.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, is right. That's a good looking. So this is, it's crystallized. You see where it's crystallized up at the top? Mm-hmm. But that doesn't matter because underneath it, it's liquid. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this high-tech honey pump right here, and we're gonna put the end of it into that, and the other end is gonna go into our bottle. And we're gonna turn on the pump, and we're gonna pump the honey from the drum into the bottle. So here we go. It's not gonna be fast. It's all right. It's coming now. There you go. And just keep it up against the wall. And there, you have to keep noise down. There you go. You want to keep going. You doing all right, Mike? Tough job, huh? Somebody's got to do it. All right, so they worked hard, and now they're reaping the fruits of their effort. All right, Mary, Helen, you're next.
Okay.
Mike, you gonna hold this, Mary?
Oh, you want to hold on? Okay.
Yeah. And then you press down, and I'll tell you when to lift up. Okay. All right, keep it right there. Keep it right there. All right, now we got to do one other thing before you can, okay, that's good. All right, let's put our lids on it. All right, now we got to do one more thing. We got to put labels on them. Now, last thing to do.
Thank you.
And do this one too.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's close up this video, huh? Mm-hmm. Wow, and wow. What a day, what a day.
Oh, it was great.
It really was. It's so rare for me to have people come and actually go on a removal. I mean, I have plenty of people that come, but a family, and they were all in it the whole time. And then that wasn't enough. The removal wasn't enough. They needed to come to that. Mr. Ed, can we go to the Abbey too and see what you do there? So they came up here. You saw what they did. They framed up that comb, put it in the box, turned the bees loose, found the queen, and the famous "Thank You, Jesus" by all of us. Wow, wait, exciting. So I'm going to ask Mike. Tell everybody how you thought today went.
I thought today went great.
What was so great about it?
that I actually got to what do you call it? And I actually got a frame of what do you call it? Comb. And not just like to see it on TV, just like to see it in person.
Well, let me ask you. So you said you see it on TV. So y'all watch Mr. Ed's videos?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah? Y'all don't watch world famous Mike Barry's videos, do you?
Yeah, we watch.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
What about the 628 Dirt Rooster?
Yeah, we still watch it.
Oh no! This is terrible. Well, so Helen, what about you? What do you think about today?
I thought today went great. It was nice to meet you and Charlie, and
That's good time, Charlie.
good time, Charlie.
Good time, Charlie.
And I enjoyed seeing the removal
Yeah?
process in person.
And what about learning about that trick with the rubber bands?
Oh yeah, the rubber bands from famous Mike Berry. That was nice.
World famous Mike Barry. All right, Mary, you're the last one.
I liked watching Mr. Ed's videos, and sometimes I get bored of watching.
You do? Are those the parts that Charlie are in?
No.
All right, Mom and Dad, what about you guys?
Well, I really enjoyed you having us out here. We're very blessed. Thank you so much for letting us come and watch the cutout and be a part of framing them up. So
Whole
thank
process.
you so much.
Very, very welcome, very welcome. All right, so you guys know how the routine goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So but you only do one part at a time, right?
Yeah.
So Mike, we're gonna start with you. And what are you gonna say?
Thanks for watching.
That's it, all right? And what are you gonna say?
Keep on watching.
I want to say God bless.
Okay, you can say that. All right. And we'll be making more. And then Mary, you're gonna say it,
God bless.
right? And then we're all gonna go down our names. I'll be last. Mary, you're first. Helen, Mike, we go around like this. All right. So we're ready.
Yeah.
All right. So after the day is all said and done, we only got one more thing to do, and that's to end this video. How do we end the video?
With thanks for watching.
Keep on watching.
We'll be making more.
God bless.
Man.
Michael,
No, you gotta say it louder.
Mike,
Helen.
Mary.
Mark.
And
Good time, Charlie.
And Mr. Ed, we're out of here until the next video. God bless. That was awesome, guys.
Thank you.